Hello, and welcome to Hartman. Today, we are assembling the Roma Pergola 3 meters by 3 meters. Please allow up to 60 minutes for this assembly, and always assemble with a minimum of 2 people. Carefully empty the box to ensure you have the assembly instructions and the lists of components and fixings. Please read through all instructions carefully before starting assembly. Remember, aluminium is a soft metal and over-tightening may strip the thread or break the parts. You must not use power tools, but you will need a Phillips screwdriver and a tall step ladder. Now you can ensure you have all of these parts. The 7 beams, which we will assemble to look like Part A. This will come without the rings. Part B. This will also come without the rings. Part C, which can be identified by the central pulley wheel. And Part C1. This can be identified by the central pulley wheel and side pulley wheel. Part D, which is identical to Part A and Part B. Part E, which will be the 4 legs. And Part F, which are the 6 canopy supports. So just to confirm, you will have 5 identical beams. We will attach the rings in a later step. Also in the box, you will have 14 decorative beam ends, 4 base plates, 2 double ring runners, 16 single ring runners, 8 bolts and washers, 16 fixing bolts, 16 end caps, 12 canopy support ends, 1 cord, 4 pegs, and 1 canopy, followed by 1 canopy holder, 2 bolts, a mallet, 1 canopy cover, 1 bracket, 1 touch-up pen, and 8 toggle ties. Once you have confirmed you have all the correct parts, we will then move on to the first step, which is picture 1. Lay out 3 of the 5 identical beams. These will be the ones without any additional hooks or wheels. Then attach the rings in this fashion to match the picture. Don't worry about the rings being evenly spaced at this stage. Once completed, attach the decorative beam ends. You may need to use a mallet at this stage. Picture 2. Push the base plates into the leg and align the holes. And attach with the bolt and washer. Part list K. Do this for both holes and then tighten with a Phillips screwdriver. Picture 3. Now we will attach part C1 to the legs. You can identify part C1 by the 2 wheels. For this step, all you need to do is align the legs to the slits in the beam and use the mallet to gently tap them in. Once done for both sides, lift to the upright position with the help of a friend. Now, repeat this process for the other beam, part C. Once both pieces are assembled and in the upright position, you will want to distance them roughly the length of beam, part B. Picture 4. Now that you've got the correct distance, use a mallet to attach the beams, part B. Make sure this is the beam with the 6 ring runners. Use a mallet to secure both sides on both beams. Picture 5. Now you need to attach the end caps, part M. Having the correct alignment is crucial to this stage. Each of the end caps will have a lip on 2 sides. Here we've highlighted them green. These lips should be placed directly over the rim of the legs, also highlighted green. Once complete, it should look like this. Picture 6. This step is very similar to picture 4. Attach beam A, the one with the 4 single ring runners and 2 double ring runners, to the centre of the pergola. You should now be left with 2 remaining beams, labelled Part D. These will be the beams without any ring runners on. You now need to attach these halfway between beams A and B. It should look like this. Aim for an equal distance between all beams, but this can be adjusted at a later stage. Picture 7. This image illustrates attaching the double ring runner to the hooks located in the middle of beams C and C1. However, we advise that you bypass this stage for now, as it makes the next stage easier, and we can revisit this step later. Picture 8. Attaching the canopy to the frame. This stage can be quite tricky, so please watch carefully before attempting. The canopy support needs to be thread through the rings and the loop in the canopy. This video best illustrates this method. Then, attaching the pole through the double ring runner, ensure that the top ring is the one you are using, and you need to keep the bottom ring, highlighted in red, free, as this is the ring that will be used to hook back in picture 7. Once you have used all the canopy supports, it should look like this. Picture 9. Now you need to attach the canopy support ends to the canopy support. Picture 10. This stage is how to attach the cord which is used to control the shading. Again, this stage can be quite tricky, so watch carefully before attempting. The first step is to fold the cord in half and ensure that there are no kinks or loops. Then, grab the looped end and place in the pulley wheel located on the side of the C1 beam. Then, with the other ends of the cords, feed them through the central pulley wheel of the beam C1. So far, it should look like this. Now, grab a single end of the cord and feed over the top of the canopy and stretch it over and feed through the other pulley wheel located in the middle of beam C. Once it's through the pulley wheel, loop it back to the upper ring on the double ring runner and tie a knot. So now it should look like this. Now with the other end of the cord, you need to feed over the top of the canopy and knot it on the other side of the double ring runner. Once completed, it should look like this. Now we're going to revisit the picture 7 and attach the free lower ring to the center hook located in the middle of beam C1. Once done, use the now installed pulley system to expand the canopy. Now you can use the other double ring runner to secure the other side. Picture 11. Now attach the bracket to the leg using the 2 bolts labelled Part S. It can be installed to your desired height. We've installed it just below shoulder height. Use this bracket to loop any excess cord around. Picture 12. Fit the canopy cover to the top of the pergola so that it covers the canopy when closed. The holes should align to the decorative beam ends. However, you can use the mallet to adjust any beam ends that are not correctly aligned. On the side of the canopy cover, you should see 3 hooks on elastic. Attach these to the side of beam B. You can also secure the canopy cover with the Velcro straps. Picture 13. This stage is you attaching the pergola to the desired surface. If you're attaching to a patio or terrace, you will need to use the 16 fixing bolts. Or if you're attaching to grass, you should use the pegs. Picture 14. For safe storage, you can use the toggle ties to keep the canopy compact. It should look like this once it's complete. And then, use the canopy holder to cover. And there you have it, the Roma Pergola by Hartman. Comfort, design, quality.